and where do we lose our food, and how is it getting wasted? We know that a lot of wastage, about one third of all the food produced for human consumption is lost or wasted. This is of particular significance in a country like Singapore, which is heavily dependent on importing of food. So right now, Rejuvrth is focusing on the downstream processes, which are equally important, right from the handling of the food, the wastage which happens along the supply chain. So on one side, while we are talking about productivity, increasing the efficiency of our farming systems, on the other side, it is equally important to save the food which is already grown. And that is where we want to why we want to talk about this in the context of the entire supply chain, and not to limit it to just the end consumer throwing away some kgs of food. We have to tackle this food waste at all level with various tech solutions and innovative and maybe very simple solutions which can support us in ensuring that the food which is already grown with a lot of effort, with a lot of money, does not go to waste. In Singapore, this story becomes that 90% of our food is imported. We are growing around 10% of food in-house. A lot of this food, which a lot of the wastage happens equally in households and other food services, food manufacturing. So Rejuvrth decided to focus on households because we consider that as the basic unit for behavior change, for mindset change, and also this can drive towards further on a large scale waste management models. So that is why we started with a household. And just a peep on the major food waste, rice, noodles, bread. So we have to think about that in the Singapore context as well. So what exactly is the problem when we talk about our country, Singapore? One is we are heavily dependent on imports. Second is we are wasting a lot of food with an 18% recycling rate. Our waste streams are getting contaminated with the food waste, and that we are losing our organic waste, and we are also losing our recyclables in the process. And this crisis does not end here. Our only landfill is filling fast, and we have to find a solution really fast. So Rejuvrth's solution for this is that we have to create a very hyper local circular economy. What that means is that we bring the communities, innovators, and policymakers together. We make a circular solution for our food waste, and we process our waste very close to where we generate it. So that essentially means, in my condominium, if we are creating food waste, we have the ability to recycle the entire food waste in my condominium. In my HDB, I can do the same. And as far as then in my hawker center, I can create a circular system by recycling the entire food and using it in the town in the HDB blocks for with the compost. So the this decentralization is important to rescue the organic waste which we are letting go because of lack of understanding on how we can segregate, and also the misconception that it is not possible. As Rejuvrth, we have done this pilot study, and we know that this is possible. So the Rejuvrth decentralized community composting model emphasizes on training, education, and monitoring of the process, so that first we have to clear the myth around composting and other nature-based solutions, so that people are able to adapt to it easily. And then we provide on the site processing systems such as biocomposters, biodigesters, and other aerobins, and other depending on the need, other kind of composting systems. The compost generated will be offtake by the community, offtake by the landscaping companies, and in certain cases the community gardens as well. And we track this entire process. We are ensuring that the homogeneous food waste has been collected and has been completely recycled into compost. And that is why we eye towards the future, wherein this homogeneous food waste is able to generate not only a regenerated soil for Singapore, but also carbon credits which are of higher quality.